Israel, what you say? I see you. What you say? I see you soon.
I say you. I love you. See you soon.
Hello. Here we have Yoel Romero schooling Israel Adesanya in a dance battle, but let's ask a question. Why did this happen in the first place? And why did Yoel Romero end up busting a move himself? First here, we have Israel Adesanya speaking Spanish to Yoel. I think it would be hilarious if he was saying, "See you soon" in Spanish, or Michael Bisping, "I love you" in Spanish.
You say something like this for me, and now I say you. I love you. See you soon.
Essentially, a few of Yoel Romero's lines iconic for their ability to strike fear into hearts of not just the casuals, but veterans alike. I don't actually know what they're saying, but this transitions to Israel Adesanya giving Yoel Romero a kiss. It seems as though Israel Adesanya is not just a world champion of the sport, but he's confirming what he's been saying all along. He's deeply a fan. This is Israel Adesanya likely referencing that time where Yoel made a concussed Luke Rockhold all the more uncomfortable. He did so by storming to his corner for a kiss. If Luke didn't turn away, for sure this would have ended up on his mouth. Just look at that line, that trajectory. That was going to his mouth. You have to appreciate Luke Rockhold's reaction time. He avoids the attack by just a hair. Truly, one of the most terrifying aspects about this man is his lack of social calibration. Straight up love Yoel Romero, but just look at Luke's behavior. Look at the expression on his face. Most of you have probably seen this exact same look at the club trying to finesse that dime piece. Bro, she was signaling for help. Luke Rockhold clearly needs help.
You know, in that state of mind, you're not really, you're trying to gather the information, and for him to come across the cage like that, it's ridiculous, and for them to let him come do that, you know,
All jokes aside though, this fight was great, although man, you gotta, if you watch the fight, to build up everything, you have to feel for Luke Rockhold, man. You know, Romero came in overweight, and during the pre-fight interviews, it seemed as though Luke Rockhold had a lot taken out of him. It looked like a pretty rough weight cut, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but for sure, Yoel Romero had an advantage going into that fight. It is what it is. It's one of the most ruthless environments in civilized society, and you have to admire Luke Rockhold's courage for taking this fight. Now, here. At first, you might mistake this for one of Israel Adesanya's summoning jutsus. But actually, he appears to be telling Yoel Romero he's going to break his heart. Feeling energy come to him from above, the man goes full John Cena. You can't see me, but why? Why does he do this? Israel Adesanya does this a lot. I think it has something to do with his evasive style and how everyone always underestimates it. He's always just there in front of you, feinting and touching you up, making reads, but as you try to engage on him, he never appears to be there. Are you sure you can see him? Because his opponents often look like they're chasing phantoms. Yoel Romero looking at Israel Adesanya like, look at this cocky guy. Trying to get back at him for hitting him up with the Spanish, discharging that energy. Israel Adesanya, he starts to dance. You see the sway, that finesse in his hips. Romero, tilted by Adesanya's behavior, starts coming at him, poking at his moves. You think you have dance moves? Yeah, what is it? Well, I can do that too. Is probably not what he said, but watch as his competitive fire ignites. I am ready.
I am ready. I am ready every day. Every day. See you soon.
When you take a closer glance, you can tell Adesanya's hips and foot movements possess far more finesse, far more refined skill, but finesse is subtler and harder to gauge without experience. It's like golf, chess, math rock, jiu-jitsu, boxing. More skillful demonstrations of any skill. It takes experience in that skill to understand what you're truly witnessing, but Yoel Romero is bigger, flashier in the moment before an unsuspecting audience. Add time constraints and you realize why the one with more power will likely win the small short-term exchange. Boom. If Adesanya whips out the Death Note, he better use it to make some notes. But now, outside of this setting, if you were to have them dance in a different one, the mixed martial arts arena for 5 rounds, those same details, that meticulous finesse, becomes a completely different story. I honestly believe Israel Adesanya is a very rough matchup for Yoel Romero, despite everyone being worried seeing Yoel Romero's durability and power. Just consider this. Yoel Romero is a rock. Hitting him with everything you have likely won't work out too well. Robert Whittaker has said he's never hit someone so hard. His hand was mangled after his bout with Yoel. Luke Rockhold felt like he was hitting steel. Truly, Romero is a tank, but Adesanya does not hit you with power. He hits you with precision. Due to Yoel's strange anatomy and his cat-like reflexes, he barely has a neck. Look at his traps, they're so thick. And those cat-like reflexes paired with fast twitch, that tight elastic fascia, they give him nearly an early explosive advantage over all of his opponents. But Adesanya, his angles and footwork, his sense for range, his timing, all of those attributes that make Yoel Romero terrifying. In that sense, they can be used against him because it's not a matter of how fast or explosive you are. As the great Muhammad Ali had said, timing beats speed, precision beats power. Yoel Romero is a bundle of fast twitch and reflexes, but being touched clean, he has shown signs of being hurt when struck precisely in the right spots. That's why I think Israel Adesanya is so very dangerous. Adesanya does not focus on hitting hard. It's the precision, when and where he picks his shots, paired with the meticulous setup. If Yoel Romero catches anyone, it can cause them serious problems. So it is an interesting matchup to see how this legend will handle such a slick and evasive fighter, who's also armed with tremendous precision. How he will handle being touched precisely, because that's the thing. Looking at Israel Adesanya's confidence, calling out someone almost everyone has been avoiding. Most people might think he's foolish, but clearly, when you slow it down and pay attention to his career, when you listen to him, the man, he sounds very sane. It's almost as if he knows something about himself and something about Yoel that others are having a hard time grasping. Not just in kickboxing, but in mixed martial arts. The feat in and of itself has been astounding. That said, Yoel is a scary matchup for anyone, but the world has underestimated Adesanya for too much of his career. Maybe it's time to consider a different perspective. Maybe. Versus the division's boogeyman, Adesanya is a dangerous matchup for Yoel Romero. If you like more from me, please subscribe and hit the notifications. Thank you for today. It truly does mean a lot to me. Thank you. Smash the like button if you enjoy. It's good karma, and until next time, peace.